time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac 2. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Baby said she need a nail, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey.
What's the deal, people? It's your boy, the one and only, your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. Welcome back to another episode of the Viral Way Podcast. Make sure you share, like, subscribe to the channel. As always, I got my co-host in the building.
Yeah, Messiah the Great. Y'all know what time it is. We leading the way.
We here to lead the way. We here to wake the sheep that sleep. We got fan favorite Uncle Ruckus in the building.
Uncle Ruckus.
We got Uncle Ruckus, Mr. Self-Hate himself. Give him a round of applause, people. You feel me? Man, what's going on with y'all, man? Been a busy week. It's been a lot going on. Today, this is our second podcast of the day. In case you're wondering why we got the same, you know what on, we working. You feel me? Fresh off vacation, staycation. What's the deal?
Yes, sir. We back at it.
Come on, man. How many countries you just bounced around?
Man, I want to say countries like 3. How many you just bounced around?
Man, I bounced out 3, man. I went from Miami to Bogota, Colombia, from Colombia to Brazil, from Brazil to Panama.
Oh, yeah, you went crazy.
Nah, you was out there going viral,
sure.
petting tigers and
the
tiger
shit,
lions and bears.
That tiger shit was different for sure. That was a cold experience.
How was that? Because you low-key you tried to keep it together, but I know you was spooked.
Nah.
Because he went in that corner and he looked at it for a minute.
No, as soon as at first, I already had told myself, like, you can't go in there with fear because that motherfucker gonna sense it. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, cuz, just let me. The dude, when I was walking in there, he was telling me, like, hold on, like, whatever. You couldn't really hear him, but he trying to tell me, like, don't make no sudden movements or cuz gonna get the jumping.
Oh, he gonna get to getting on you?
He got to making fucking with my mind doing that. But after I petted him and then he got comfortable, I ended up going back over there, like, and got cool with it.
How did it feel? Was it like all muscle or was it like?
You could tell they strong as a bitch, but it feel like the same, like fur like a dog, or you know what I'm saying? It ain't too much different, but you can feel the strength in that motherfucker.
That was all you did was pet it, didn't make it do no tricks or nothing?
Nah, hell no. I wanted to walk with it, but they like, nah, we can't risk it, or you gotta let it do it on its own. They ain't trying to force it.
Yeah, they the nigga maul you.
Yeah, the nigga started hitting it. I'm like, hold on, cuz, like, what the fuck is you doing? That nigga got the jerk.
You like, nigga, stop while I'm over here.
But then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, let me clear my mind, because I'm like, damn, I'm sitting here thinking like, this motherfucker just kill a nigga right now if it wants to. And they don't got nothing in there. No guns. They ain't got no sticks. They got little ass sticks like this, and that's it.
You can't even stop a pit bull with that stick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They way in the corner, but it was cool though. I was in there with they had tigers, and I seen some cheetahs and shit. I should have got the cheetahs. I'm gonna probably try to. I think I got some footage of that. I'm gonna upload it. But they had cheetahs. Them motherfuckers was hard.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope, man. Out the country is crazy. Brazil is different, man. The food, the women, everybody is about fitness. Just the cost of living make you low key not want to come back to the U.S.
It's crazy.
Spend no money on food. At least it was different. Shout out to everybody who on their travel tip. If you're in a travel tip, get on your travel tip. But enough of the small talk, man. How y'all feel about this Kendrick concert? I know my boy Ruckus got a certain opinion about it. Let's dive into that because this is the first take I heard of that.
Let Ruckus get in there.
Go ahead, Ruckus. Yeah. How you feel about that, man?
The Kendrick Lamar situation is just, in my opinion, is just more. It's more showcasing of like ignorance, specifically with the black community. It's a way too much emphasis put on unimportant things. Like, what was the relevance of that? We brought all the gangs together. Bringing gangs together is not going to solve anything anywhere. Gangs will eventually be eradicated because when you get down to the survival aspect of things, you're not going to have a whole lot of time to be worried about this person being on this side, this person being on that side. So I just think it was a black concert. Like 85% of the people in attendance were actually Hispanic, which is cool. That's fine. But I just don't think it's any type of symbol of like black unity or anything like that.
Hispanics didn't even stay, not to cut you off, they didn't even stay in there, I believe. They left.
Well, let's say they left, but the thing is, ultimately, if you want to break it down for what it really is, it was a black dude putting down another black dude and a bunch of people celebrating that.
Are we counting Drake as a black dude, though?
Whether or not he's a black dude, his daddy black, in my mind, if your daddy black and his daddy look the way his daddy look like he just hopped out of Good Times. He got a real black dad.
No, for sure.
Most niggas ain't even met they dad.
Yeah, but if he step outside, they're not gonna look at him like
we
one of
don't.
us.
If Drake rolled up to you and was like, "Yeah, I'm black," and you didn't know he was Drake, nobody would second guess that.
Yeah, the way he talked damn near white. So I probably would second guess.
Nah, it's a lot of black dudes who talk white. Look at Steph Curry.
Man. Steph Curry ain't talking like that in the
Bro,
interview.
how many
Well, he don't talk hood because we identify with talking hood and slang.
I'm not even saying
black.
that, but Steph Curry does not sound like that.
I don't even talk
to
hood.
even compare that.
No, I get
regardless.
it. But if he don't look black to me, like I don't believe he.
If he didn't grow up in Canada and he actually got exposed to the sun, bro would be like 2 to 3 shades darker.
He one of them yellow
but,
niggas.
So the whole thing
I'm not taking his blackness away.
But he's putting. But all I'm saying is, why does it take one black man, basically spewing negativity towards another black man for black people to come together?
Here you keep trying to put it that way. But at the end of the day, he was performing. It was it Juneteenth, right?
Yeah, right.
He did what he did. Shout out to Kendrick, man. Kendrick did, regardless of how the fuck you feel about it, Kendrick did a lot of shit that niggas been trying to do and couldn't do. And now that's a small step to seeing that multiple gangs, multiple people can be in the arena and don't nothing crack off. That's a big step for LA and one, just off of general. Nobody died or nobody got stomped out, then nothing happened. They had a good time, they was lit. It is what it is. If it's at the expense of one person, then fuck it.
No, but he performed Not Like Us like 9 times.
Don't matter,
bro.
Yeah, that's how hard it is.
But this is what I'm saying. And also this element too. Negroes acting like the Drake thing being a pedophile and stuff. Oh yeah, Drake's a pedophile. Bro, we are in California, a state that doesn't even enforce pedophilia laws. Like, if you a pedophile in California, they'll arrest you. They will not book you. You just getting released. We got a bunch of pedophiles running around California. It's just, to me, it's giving hypocrisy, if you ask me. Like, black community don't even address the creepy uncle that be touching on all the kids, but all of a sudden we advocates against pedophilia. All of a sudden,
Okay,
that's your government that accept that bullshit.
Nah, facts. Let me ask you this though. Okay, you saying the concert promoted degeneracy or whatever the case. What were you looking for? Like, what should he have done instead? Because that's the point that I'm trying to figure out. What are we debating here? You said the concert was degeneracy. He dissed another black man. Like, come on, bro. It's a rap battle. Like, let's be for real.
What I'm saying is, I don't even think Kendrick Lamar promoted it as anything other than just, we gonna pop out in celebration of this, song I made that's like a hit. It took off, Not Like Us. Negroes are perceiving this as something like significant, like it's making some type of statement. In my opinion, Nipsey Hussle was making statements because he was out here buying up property, real estate. He was out here showing people what was possible. The songs and shit mean nothing if they're not used to do something tangible and real in like reality. We already got the blueprint. People talk about Kendrick's King of the West. In my opinion, the West has no king. If it did have a king, it would have to be Nipsey because he took it past just the rap songs and the booty shaking and shit. He took it to actual, like,
you talking about Kendrick Lamar?
I'm talking about both of them.
I'm saying, but do you know his body of work, the things that he talks about? Do you even know his music to even say, all this dude talk about?
Talk is cheap.
He talk about it. He's showing you. What do you mean?
Show me how to get some
Look
real
how
estate.
far he came to make it out of Compton. What do you mean? He's showing people the way. How is
There's
that?
a lot
How
of rappers who made it out
Look,
the hood.
this my stance on the concert, right? First of all, I don't think anybody's really taking the whole pedophilia thing to heart, right? It's a rap battle, bro. You're gonna say things to degrade your opponent. The same way Nas dropped Ether and said, Jay, what you 36 in the karate class? Do we really believe Jay was in karate class? No, but it was funny. It was witty. It hit hard at the time. Everybody laughed about it, joked about it. It's a rap battle, bro. Let's not act like Drake wasn't doing the same thing. His songs just didn't hit as hard. Now, as far as the concert goes, I don't believe it was some super big peace treaty, because let's be real, it was 1,000 power rules and it was like a couple of Crips sprinkled in. As a matter of fact, I even spoke about it on my live stream, like, damn, where was Long Beach in the building? I know they had Ray Vaughn, but Ray Vaughn's a non-affiliate. So if the whole thing was I'm trying to get the gangs together to show peace. Okay, for sure. You should have had an Insane in the building. That's the biggest gang in Long Beach.
But at the
You
end of
should have had somebody from 20s. That's their rival, and they're the second biggest gang in Long Beach. None of us was there to represent.
But at the end of the day, Kendrick never said that he was doing any of that.
But he did at the concert. He literally said it. He literally said, this isn't about Drake. This isn't about music. The whole thing this is about bringing the culture together and showing unity. That's what he said at the concert.
If he wanted to get all the gangs together, he should have did the shit in Vegas because that's where all these niggas live because they can't afford the cost of living in California no more.
No.
We got to talk about the real shit. That's what I'm saying.
That's not real, bro.
Listen, I'm not going to, and I'm saying Kendrick didn't market it like that. Like this is going to be some, I'm saying how black people are giving this undue significance. Like it's just a rap battle. Like you basically say it's not that serious. The posts I'm seeing on social media are like Kendrick just walked on water or some shit. Like,
yeah, but you got to realize, bro, whether you want to accept it or not,
what?
Hip hop was created by blacks. Rap music, hip hop, that is American black culture. Now we have different cultures, right? We're one of the only races to where you can find different pockets of different type of blacks.
Hip hop is not black culture.
Yes, it is.
No,
it's black
it's not.
culture. We created it.
No,
it's our culture.
We
it
don't
came
own
from
it.
us.
We don't own
Okay,
it.
it doesn't matter, but it's our culture.
Hip hop.
This is what. Hold on, bro. This is what we represent. This is what represents the culture. When you want to hear about black culture, whether it be degenerate, whether it be backpack, whether it be some uplifting, whether it be some smart scientific rap, they have those categories for every single type of black. Now, the people who own it, they push a certain type of rap to the forefront.
They push.
Yes, because they
push.
Hold on, time out. You just said we don't own the companies, right? So if I get on here and I'm spitting conscious rap, and I don't get signed, I don't get promoted, I don't make no money, I'm blowing studio time, I'm wasting money at the studio, but I get on here and I say, pussy pink, asshole brown, oh, $1 million. Hey, I'm doing perks, oh, $1 million. I mean, if I'm in the projects, bro, with roaches and rats, nigga, what are you gonna emulate? You're gonna emulate the one who got the $1 million, not the one who's just putting on for the culture and trying to uplift the people.
Even on top
That's
of
natural.
that, even on top of that,
Not making excuses.
Even on top of that, they do have labels where these niggas come with their music. Was like, nah, that's not a hit, or this is not that. You need to make something like this. We're not putting that out. We're putting it on the shelf until you make something like this. So they do have a lot of control over the music that they put out.
Hip hop is just like any other good or service. It's based on the laws, supply and demand. They do not just go pick a bum up off the street and be like, this is what you gonna talk about. They look at how that music is tracking before they sign the artist as an independent artist. Like Master P, for example. Master P has sold damn near 1 million copies of his stuff out of his trunk. So they go look at the numbers like, yo, this is doing good. Now they got YouTube and shit. Oh, this dude got 1 million views.
That's false. Master P started his own label with his own money.
Yeah,
the labels didn't believe in him.
But
the
he
same
signed
way,
to Universal for distribution
right? But the same way Jay-Z couldn't get a deal, so they had to start it with their own money. So that's false.
Let me finish my point. They look at what people are listening to, and then they go to those artists and offer them contracts. When that dude had his rhyme book in the county jail or wherever he was getting molested, the dude was not around no Jews, no nothing. He was writing based on his reality.
What are you talking
then the
about?
Jewish
Who?
Listen, whoever, whatever.
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about any rapper.
You said in
You
county
just made up
jail,
some shit.
made
What the
up
fuck?
a-
It was
See, this nigga-
hypothetical.
Man,
It was
straight.
hypothetical.
Okay,
know how-
look, this is the real debate.
Oh, my
This is the
God.
real debate. You said voting. No, I
Don't
said
change the subject.
no. This is the real debate. I said music can do more for our culture, our people than voting ever can and ever will. And Kendrick's concert showed that.
What?
You see the solidarity
No.
of black people right now just behind a fucking song, how they're coming together right now just to celebrate that song.
Those
That's
black
what
people wouldn't even show up to the concert.
That's what that solidified. That's what that showed.
They wouldn't even show up to the concert, Viral. So how was there any solidarity? The concert was 85% Mexican. They panned to the stage, it was some black people. They panned away from stage, it was Mexicans. So the Mexicans have solidarity. They go to vote. They build up their communities. That's why they all have $500 of disposable income to show up to the concert. The niggas have no solidarity because we think voting is stupid and everything that helps our community is lame. Rap music cannot have an impact on the black community for the positive because since the inception of hip hop, the black community has gone downhill. Inarguable,
That's false.
empirical
That's
facts.
also false. Okay, so does rap music have a negative effect on the black community?
Yes.
Okay, so by laws
From day one.
Okay, cool. So by laws of the universe, it has to also have a positive effect.
Name
You
the positive
cannot
effect.
have a negative without a positive. So when we was rapping, fight the powers that be. Fight the powers that be. And you had young teenagers getting involved with Black Panther Party and politics. And that was the landscape of the music that reflected in the community. You know what they did? They said, hey, we're going to start pushing gangster rap.
No.
The CIA literally weaponized gangster
No.
rap, and shout out Ice Cube because he came out and he took responsibility for the role he played, but he said, yeah, I fell for it. I basically took a part in helping to destroy the community. This was plotted out by the government. They pushed this type of music, and now you've seen that reflect in the community. We went from activists to gangsters and gangbangers, and that had a lot to do with the music and the frequency that is puts the people in.
But you just sat here and talked about Nipsey and how his was he a positive impact?
Yeah.
So his music was a positive impact. Then.
No,
why his music wasn't.
What his music, one, when he started being more on the motivational tip, I would say that had a good, it was like a better look for him. But what was really making an impact was the real estate he was buying, the work he was doing in the
his
community.
music, a lot of students, they use his music in classes. And a lot of students said they wouldn't even have graduated high school without his music. So that is a positive impact.
Well, what I'm saying is Nipsey took what he made from the music and he used it to build real life, tangible resources for his community versus these other dudes like Snoop Dogg and all these dudes. These dudes been rich and famous for decades. They ain't built shit in Long Beach. We from Long Beach. I'm going to speak on this. Not a donut shop, not a chicken wing hut. You can't get fried. No Snoop Dogg car, nothing. And I'm not picking on Snoop Dogg, right?
You got the Snoop
but
League.
I'm just saying, I'm being real about it. Even the dudes who are sports athletes, all that. Yeah, they talked about what they was going to build in the hood, but they didn't build none of that shit at the end of the day. But the Asians built over there, the Cambodians, the Mexicans, the homie I played football with in high school owned the Mexicana spot. He got 2 locations now.
Listen, bro.
What I'm saying is it never translates when it's niggas.
Listen, bro.
Niggas talk, but never do.
This is my point, right? Music has a greater impact on the community than a politician ever will.
You can keep saying that.
The youth is not listening to nothing
The
Joe
youth is
Biden.
not voting.
Hold on, bro. The youth is not listening to a fucking thing Joe Biden talking about, Kamala Harris is talking about, Donald Trump is talking about, the local politicians that we don't even hear from in our cities. So to be real, the youth follow what's fashionable. Who is that?
Bro,
the athletes and the entertainers. It's a reason why they push them to the forefront. Most of them come from broken, impoverished homes and communities and are, let's just be real, fucking idiots. They just have a talent to play ball or they have a talent to rap. So that's what we follow. But if we were to change the message in the music and push the positive rap and push the rap where they talk about investing in real estate like Nipsey talked about later in his career to the forefront, that would reflect in the youth. That would be more of the blueprint they will follow instead of pills and sliding and gang and all that other shit.
What I'm telling you is the way niggas jumped on the stage to shake they stinking ass with Kendrick over gang unity and bullshit talking about Drake. Nobody did that for Nipsey. Nipsey was paving the way for niggas. Niggas didn't rally around that. They just was like, that's cool what he doing, but I'm not getting involved.
This the difference.
Wait. Let me say this. Because I got to treat you like you treated me on my show last night. We're talking this shit. But look, here's the thing. All I'm saying is this. You keep talking about the youth. We grown out here. The youth ain't making no laws, voting, doing none of that.
You're not making laws either.
The black community always defers to the youth. We're the only community that look at kids and say they the ones who gonna fix shit. We're grown men. We're able-bodied. We can get on planes, go places, take trips and all that, but we can't do nothing and make a change in our community. It's just an excuse.
Do what? Vote? That's the only thing you talk about.
There's more than voting.
I know. I'm saying
your answer is voting.
Everything you say
Voting's
is
the
voting.
start.
That's
no,
all you
that's
say.
your
Voting's
answer.
the
That's
start.
it. Okay.
Voting's the
voting
start.
aside, vote. Let's take voting out of it.
Right.
Okay. What's the answer?
Why don't we buy up some real estate? Why don't we got houses, right? So why don't the dudes who got more money than us, who are black from our same hood, why don't they say, man, we need to like buy up a community? Niggas can build gated communities. We can build anything they can build.
Okay, now let's look at the facts.
Nah, we just smoke weed all day.
Okay, cool. Now let's look at the facts. In this economy right now, almost no people are buying real estate. If you pay attention to what's going on, the corporations are buying all the real estate. So no matter what race it is, they're not buying up all this real estate. BlackRock owns like 60% of the real estate in the US. If you look at who's buying all the homes right now, it's not people, it's corporation. The home buying is actually at an all-time low because no one can afford it. So this whole phallus of a fucking rapper who ain't even as rich as we think should be buying up all these communities for us. Let's be real. You're putting the responsibility of the politicians that you vote for on a local rapper or a local athlete.
Rap didn't just start, bro. This 50 years in the making.
It doesn't matter.
When we were little kids running around listening to Snoop Dogg, you could buy a home in Long Beach for $150,000.
It's not on the rappers to fix the community.
Listen,
it's not their job. It's the politicians' job.
So why do you keep talking about rap's gonna have this impact on the community? You say rap's gonna have impact on the community, but then when I say, okay, then the rappers need to do something, then it gets back to the politicians who you telling us that voted for.
This is my point. This is my point.
You're being hypocritical.
No.
You operate on two different sides of the spectrum.
Let me explain. Not the rapper himself to physically save everyone.
Nipsey was doing it.
No, Nipsey didn't save everyone. Nipsey didn't save everyone.
He specifically said everybody can't go.
Listen, exactly. This is how it works. Fix yourself and you fix the community, because the community is built up of individuals. So if every individual is operating at the highest level possible that they can, that's what the community reflects. If everybody is operating on a low vibrational, poor, lack-filled mindset, okay, I'm only gangbang, I'm only do drugs. If every individual does that, that reflects in the community. So if every individual is out here, okay, I'm gonna start investing. I'm gonna start reading more. I'm gonna start being on a more positive. I'm gonna start rapping and giving out better messages to the youth, to where our women don't want to be 304s and jump online and say, hey, if you got a 9-to-5, you a fucking lame. No, if they start saying, hey, a guy with a 9-to-5, that's the type of guy you need to go and build a family with, and they're the ones that's impressionable, guess what? That's gonna reflect in the community. But they're not gonna go after the fuck boys anymore. They're gonna start going after here because that's what their idols are telling them to do. So by individually fixing yourself, you fix the community. You have this false phallus that one person can come in and just save everybody. No, I don't care how much resources I put in the community. If they don't have the mindset to want to change, they're gonna fuck up everything I do anyway.
But there are people who do have the mindset, and just like everybody can't afford to go to a concert, you put out the flyers, and you are looking for the people who can. So all I'm saying is we need to treat building in the community like we treat these concerts. Look, everybody ain't gonna be able, but for the people who are interested, let's try to do this. I'm telling you, Nipsey Hussle was building resources in this community in real time, and that proved to me that anybody could do that, but these niggas just want to make excuses because they got niggas like you giving them an excuse. You're giving them a pass on it when really we should be holding them accountable and holding ourselves accountable. It's all about accountability. But I'm telling y'all, go vote. These rappers ain't gonna do shit for y'all. Half of them is homosexuals anyway, and they just worried about having partying and whatever they do. And nothing's wrong with being homosexual, but I'm just telling you, they're more worried about partying and bullshit than they're worried about building the community. It's
half of the politicians are also homosexual. Matter of fact, majority of them, because they're pushing this homosexual shit. Okay. That's number one. Number two, they aren't doing anything for your community, specifically your community. You are telling the black people, hey, don't rely on the white man. He's not holding you down. He's not holding you back. But then on the flip side, you say, go vote. Well, who are you voting for? A fucking white man. You're not telling us, hey, if you was to tell us, hey, let's get involved. Let's actually put some of us into the system. That way we can have our hand into it. Then I could be like, you know what? All right, cool. We got to play the game. Let's play chess.
Bro.
But by saying sit back, vote for a 70-year-old white man who's never lived in the hood, who never grew up around black people, who don't give a fuck about black people, and let's wait on them to fix our community. You a goddamn fool.
I never told nobody to sit back, and let me tell you what I'm telling you to do. Y'all, I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to y'all. Just do what you see all the other races that are outpacing you do. We're in California. Ain't nobody got it. We can look outside and see the Indians just got here like that, and they're passing black people up. The Mexicans passed us up.
What Indians are passing us up?
The Mexicans have passed us up. The Asians have passed us up. What are they doing? They're getting involved. They're getting involved economically, building their communities, and they are getting involved politically, building their communities. You can't tell people that what you see other people doing, having success, doesn't work. And we've been saying that shit for too long, and now we got proof right in front of our face that it does work, and we just look stupid for continuing to try to pretend like it doesn't.
We look stupid by doing the same thing we've been doing for
We ain't been voting.
50, 60 years and
they've
getting
been
no
voting
results.
forever?
When the last time y'all voted?
Listen, I'm not never
Man,
gonna
you
vote.
know
This is
I
what
can't
makes
vote.
change. This is what makes change.
Last time you voted.
Money and violence is what make change. That's it. That's all.
Money and violence.
The only reason the system of voting is even in place is because the people who put it in place came to your homeland, inflicted so much violence onto you that you submitted to the system that they have in place. And they said, hey, we're going to pick candidates and you're going to vote from what we choose. And the only reason you agree is because if you don't, it's some violence coming on your ass and you don't want to fight for it.
Can I ask you a question,
Period.
Byron? Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
How much violence was you doing on Miami Beach?
What that got to do with the price?
ties. It ain't about violence.
But what that got to do with the price
Because
in
you
China?
got there because you work hard for what you want. You're
Right.
accountable. You don't be like a bum, like I'm gonna sit around drinking Hennessy and smoke weed. You get up and you put in work for the things you want. And that's all I'm saying to black people. If you put in work for the things you want, you will have them. And even if you don't hit the, like my coaching football.
I'm not disagreeing. Hold on, but I'm not
You never
disagreeing.
played sports, but my football coach used to say this. He used to say, it's
Who
better
look
to
like we
aim at-
play sports? Me and you.
Listen,
Let's be real.
My coach used to say, it's better to aim at the stars and land on a cloud than to aim at the ceiling and land at the doorstep. And that's what black people are doing. We just aiming low as fuck and wondering why we ain't hitting nothing.
Listen to what I'm saying. Me individually doing well in life, that has nothing to do with everyone. I'm an exception, not the rule.
Me, and him.
Okay, that's
and
cool.
Her, and him, and her.
Okay, that's cool. We're
We all
exceptions.
doing good.
Right, we're exceptions. That doesn't mean the system itself isn't bad. Even though we're doing good, the economy's still fucked up. The cost of living is still way too high, and
But we doing good.
everybody agrees, hey, this is too high. This is ridiculous. We can't afford homes. People are literally breaking down. People are literally giving their fucking kids away because they feel like they can't afford it. All of that is a reflection of the people that you vote for that's making these systems, and we're all as a collective saying, we don't agree with this. But guess what? Nobody's taking action. The only thing people are doing, I'm going to wait 4 years to go vote, and hopefully it'll change. No, let's make it change right now.
You vote every
Let's make it
year
change
you want.
right now. Don't wait for a vote.
I think voting is a start. And I think that voting teaches you
Now it's a
how
start.
What I think voting does is it teaches you how to mobilize behind the cause. People got to take baby steps to do something they're not used to doing. So I think voting is a nice, easy, safe way to get people comfortable with the idea of collective.
Nice, easy, safe. No change ever comes nice and easy. Nothing worth having in life is going to come easy.
I don't believe that.
The reason why you guys preach voting is because it's a cope. It's a coping mechanism. You know deep down in your heart as a man that the only way to make change is to get out there and physically make change. But you know in your heart, 90% of people are too much of a coward to put their life on the line for the change they really want. So in defense of that, they say, oh, I voted to make change. No, that's a cope because you a pussy and you don't want to get out here and press a line on nothing.
Hey, what I know is when I used to drive to Garden Grove when I was young, it was all whites there. Now I drive to Garden Grove, Asians then took over that city. They the mayor, they the dog catcher, they all that. You go to Irvine. Irvine used to be totally white city. They didn't even let niggas, Asians, none of that come through there. Now the mayor's Asian, the damn fire chief Asian, and then the Persians have taken over out there too. These people use voting in politics to get the things that they want. Only the niggas is sitting up here saying, this works, but it doesn't work for us. No, we're not superhuman, none of that. What works for them will work for us if we put our effort behind that. For these years, what have we put our effort behind?
Voting.
Playing sports, fucking rapping, and just bullshit, smoking weed. You know what niggas got up and voted for? When they wanted to legalize weed. Niggas was out there. They was like, we gotta vote for this.
Man, somebody on your show yesterday brought
that's
that
the
up.
bullshit up.
It's a basic fact.
And so many,
It's a basic fact.
and every race probably voted for that shit because people tired of going to the hood to get their weed
But
anyway.
it
So you
worked.
got a majority of
But what I'm
outsiders
saying
going
is
and
it
get
worked.
it.
But what I'm
Okay,
It was
saying is
gonna
it
happen
worked.
regardless.
This is how I'm
It
gonna kill him
works.
off, right? He said every other race passed us up by voting. Tell me what the Hispanics voted on that made them pass us up.
They voted.
What did they vote on?
What they do is they
No,
vote.
not what they do.
Oh.
Tell me what they
Catch
specifically voted
Listen,
on.
they vote for candidates who support. Wait a minute. They vote for candidates who support the things that they want. There's a reason why California
You said give an example of what they
Give me
did.
an example of a bill,
I'm
clause,
giving you an
a
example.
law.
I'm giving you
Not
an
a
example.
candidate.
Don't say what they do.
Bill
I'm
or
giving
what
you an
clause
example.
specifically
I'm
they
giving you an
voted
example.
on that this helped their community pass
I'm
us
giving you
up.
an example. They do something black people. See, the thing about you is you act like
Hey, you notice how you're not answering the question, y'all? Because he don't have an answer.
No, I'm about to answer the question. You won't let me answer the question because you don't want the answer.
You don't
'Cause
have an answer.
That takes away your excuses. Look, we live in California.
Yes, we live in California. What bill did they vote on?
California became a sanctuary state. How do you think that is? Because all these Hispanics voted for politicians who were cool with making this a sanctuary state, meaning they would not enforce the federal law to deport these people for crossing the border illegally. They did the same thing in New York. They did the same thing in Chicago. Now, as you witness, illegal criminal alien migrants are coming into those cities, getting $9,000 as soon as they touch the ground. They're getting 5-star hotels. They're getting cars. They're getting clothes, food, all this stuff. And black people are still over there homeless,
You
starving.
still didn't
and that
answer the
shit.
question.
Listen, what I'm going to tell you, if a grown-ass man your age is sitting looking at these people benefiting from their political activism, still saying that doesn't work, you just either are too lazy or you just don't care about black
You
people.
still didn't answer my question. So we're going to move on because you're avoiding. You conflated a bunch of bullshit together and didn't answer the question. I said, tell me a specific bill.
Did.
No, I know. I said,
Okay.
tell me a specific
All right.
bill, clause, law that they voted on and it passed, and this helped their community pass us up. The reason they let illegals come in illegally, let's be real.
Okay.
They're going to do the same job you're going to do, that they have to pay you the high. They're going to do it for a little bit of fucking nothing.
Lies.
That's the reason why they let them all in.
Illegal
That's
immigrants
facts, nigga.
in California.
They're going to do what you do for half the price.
In California,
Shut the
illegal
fuck up.
immigrants dominate the working unions. They making more money than all of us. These dudes making $50 an hour and they're illegal. Why? Because this state is a sanctuary state.
That's cap. I'm in the union. Ain't no illegals in my union.
There are illegal immigrants in the unions. They're in there.
That's cap. Don't believe
states. Bro, what is DACA? Do you even know what DACA is?
Do you
even know what DACA is?
Do you? Hold on.
Yes,
do you,
I do.
Hold on. Do you
yes,
work?
I do. Do you know what?
Are you in a union? Have you ever been
I've been
in a union?
I've
What
been in a
union?
UFCW 324.
Cap.
Food and Commercial Workers
I've been knowing
Union.
this nigga for damn near a decade.
Food
He's
and
cap.
Commercial Workers Union. I've been in that union.
Look, let's
No,
change.
you just tried to play me.
No,
I just
you
told
cap.
you.
You cap.
So that union don't exist?
No, you're lying. You weren't
I
in
worked
it.
at a grocery store. I had to join the union to
A
get that
grocery
job.
st-
That's a union. You asked me if I was in a union.
Ralph's?
What about it? That's when I was young. But I still had to be in a
You
union.
talking about when you worked at Lucky's?
Listen,
Pushing carts in the fucking...
I was a kid. when
Lucky's don't
was
even
around.
exist
That's
no
right.
more, nigga. That
But
get
the
old.
point
This nigga
is,
crazy.
this is what I'm telling you.
Hey, we talked about unions. This man said Ralph's.
Bro, illegal immigrants
Y'all-
are working. Every construction project you see in LA, anywhere, it's illegal immigrants on that place. And the reason they can do that.
Hold on. No, because this is another... I don't want to spend the whole episode on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So let me end it on this, y'all.
You're losing too bad. I get it.
No, you getting cooked. You said Ralph's
Wow.
and Lucky's pushing shopping carts is your union. I'm done.
What?
Listen, people, money and violence, realistically, is the only thing that ever changes anything. Look at any law, look at any state, look at any time in history. The only time something changed is when somebody had enough money to make it change. And even the people with the money, guess what? They have violence behind them. The government prints money, but it's ineffective without the military. It's ineffective without the police force. So they have money and violence. That's why they run shit. So unless you're ready to get in the streets and pose some type of threat of violence, nothing's gonna change. I don't give a fuck how much you hit the polls. It's never going to change.
Right.
And one last thing I'm gonna say. Brandon's very smart. He's very intelligent, but he's still a mental slave.
And
right?
very right.
And you should never, ever, ever take advice from a fat person. This ain't even a shot at him. This is just real shit. Don't ever follow the advice of someone fat, right?
Buddha was fat.
When Brandon get in shape, we can have real talk. When Brandon gets in shape, we can have real talk about leading things. Because to be a leader, you have to lead by example. And part of that is being fit, bro. If we get out here and it's wartime, you in trouble.
What are you gonna be, a 5'2" Rambo?
You in
Shut up,
trouble.
nigga, shut up.
Napoleon,
Stop
nigga. What you
talking
mean?
about
Napoleon
Napoleon Napoleon was 5'8". He was
Fuck you
taller
talking
than
about?
you.
No, he wasn't.
Napoleon was 5'8",
He
like
was
5'6".
He was
Napoleon
taller.
was 5'6".
He was still taller than you.
Napoleon was 5'6". Hey, look, but I'm gonna say this though. Really get on your fitness though, bro, because you too smart to be that damn
Hey,
fat.
listen, all I know is that what you just said only is allowed in the black community. Sitting on the screen and telling people nothing matters, nothing counts.
I didn't say nothing matters.
Mexicans, they don't say that. That's why they doing better than us.
Because
Asians,
Mexicans
they
are
don't
getting
say
cracking,
that.
nigga.
Yeah, they gonna put violence out
Nah,
there.
they don't put
Hey,
shit out there. They gonna go to work every day.
Hey, when they
They gonna
arrested
work
El,
through-
when they
they gonna
arrested
put that
El
money
Chapo's
up.
son, them niggas went to war and tore that whole city up until they let them out.
Listen, Mexicans got money.
When white
They
people
use it to
felt
lobby
threatened,
to get what they
they
want.
went to the Capitol and tore that motherfucker up.
Listen.
So that's one thing I can say about other races. When shit happened, hit the fan, they show you.
Well,
You want to make change,
we
hit the
tore
street.
shit up over the crackhead George Floyd.
This nigga
You
crazy.
kill a fucking bum, black people gonna go to war.
Hey, look, let's switch
We
gears.
ready to break a nigga
look.
back over a crackhead.
Hey, look, let's switch gears because you gonna like this one because your boy is actually, your BFF is actually leading the way on this one. Tariq Nasheed, I'm talking about, right?
Oh,
There's a
shit.
war going on right now on social media between Black Americans and Black immigrants. So right now, Black immigrants, mind you, these are people who come from failing nations, failing countries, right? They're poor, impoverished. They've been dominated with money and violence, and other cultures have taken over. So they flee to America for a better life. Rightfully so. I ain't even mad at them. But they come out here, they elevate, they take advantage of the opportunities available. And when they make it, they say, fuck the Black Americans who actually fought for them to even be here and have any of the opportunities that they are able to take advantage of. And they start to align with the white supremacist views. Like, you niggas lazy, you niggas this, you niggas. Like, they don't even identify with us at all. Now to the point where they're actually online bashing Black Americans and going against Black Americans. More divide and conquer, by the way. And social media is now fueling this into the algorithm. Because if you've been online, that's all you see. And lately, Tariq Nasheed had a debate with Myron Gaines and Sneeko. And, you know, they immigrants. You feel me? I think Myron is like, I don't know, Moroccan or some shit, Somalian or some shit like that, right? So he's one of the people who had to flee his country to come to America to be successful because they couldn't do it in their own hometown.
Right.
And then they come here, become successful, and then they look at blacks in the hood and go, oh, you niggas need to pull yourself up by your bootstrap. Well, why the fuck you didn't do that in your country? It's a contradiction, right? But how you feel about this? About the whole Black American versus Black immigrant thing?
I think that first and foremost, and this might be a little too deep, but we have to remember one thing. Black people were once known as the vanguard of revolutionary movement globally. That means we were the people at the forefront, and we actually used to give instructions to Africans and Caribbeans on how to lead or run their revolutionary movements. A Black Panther general would go to Africa, and he was automatically appointed to general status as soon as he touched the ground because they was looking at him for direction. Black Americans are the ones who told all other black people in the world, the revolution is no longer fought physically. Now what we need to do, we passed the civil rights shit. So now the new revolution was for us to fight for equality and gain access to traditionally white spaces. So it went from fighting in the battlefield, fighting on the streets, it went to trying to get into their corporate boardrooms and into their corporations. Africans took notes. They listened to us. They said, okay, so we need to now, instead of doing this, we need to go to the universities, get the degrees, and get the jobs. Africans came through. They did it really well. And the problem that happened was African immigrants and Caribbean immigrants erased the lie. They were a direct contrast to the lie that I can't do this because the white man is holding me back because I am black. Because Africans came and they are blacker than us, barely speak English, and they were able to elevate in these corporations, especially like even now, tech and all that stuff, and they're just as black as us. So all they did was they killed our ability to use the race card to make excuses. And so people like Tariq Nasheed and what I like to call the last remnants of the civil rights movement, they feel threatened by these people. They want reparations. They know they're never going to get it. So what do? You got to punch down on somebody, and the only group they could punch down on is black immigrants. Because let's be real, collectively, we don't have the power to punch down on any group. Latinos could erase niggas off the internet tomorrow. That's how many of them there are over us. They could cancel us out totally. They got their own networks, their own radio station. Look how they took over Power 106. Nothing, nobody black works there. So we just going after the low hanging fruit because that's all we got. Because like I said, if you don't want to work for what you want, you're gonna get left behind. These Negroes want reparations. It ain't coming, so they just pissed off, trying to tear up everybody. It's like you ever saw Ninja Turtles? Remember at the Ninja Turtles 2? Remember when Shredder got so mad he just started tearing up the beams under the thing and the whole building fell on him? He just went crazy because he lost. And so he was like, I'm gonna take everybody with me. And that's black people collectively in America. We on a kamikaze mission. We done fucked ourselves up trying to be equal to white folks, trying to get the acceptance. So now that we know it's never gonna happen, we just trying to kill ourselves and take everybody down with us.
Okay, one, I disagree with the Latinos can erase us. They can never erase us. There's nobody on this planet that can erase us. They've been trying to erase us.
Internet.
They've been trying to erase us since time been time. So that can never happen. Number one, because let's keep it real. They're thriving off of our culture, number one. You even mentioned in Power 106, that's hip hop, that's rap, that's our culture. We started that. We let them in. They became a part of that. And the powers that be assisted them with pushing us out of that station. And that's a whole nother battle. That's a whole nother fight. That's a whole nother topic that I don't even want to dive in. I want to stick right here with this whole black American versus black immigrant. To all you stupid, dumb, black ass idiots that's taking a part in this, you are a fucking clown. You're a goofy. You're an idiot. You are a mental slave. You are being manipulated by the algorithms. Don't let the views of a few dumbass motherfuckers who already been programmed and brainwashed to go against themselves influence you. This isn't a war against each other. We are still all black. No, yes, we are different. You grew up in the Caribbean. You grew up in wherever you grew up in. You didn't have the foundational black experience, like we like to call it, to the blacks who were born in America. But we are still the same fucking people. We're still black. We just come from different spaces. We're not each other's enemy, you fucking idiot. Because while you saying, oh, fuck them Americans, and while you saying, fuck them immigrants, the 1% still saying, fuck both of y'all. They gonna still step on both of y'all at the end of the day. So it's just more divide and conquer. So you dumbass motherfuckers need to wake up. They already fucked us with the gender war to where you got black women saying fuck black men with 9-to-5s. I don't want to have babies with black men. I'm even seeing women now saying I'm just going to the sperm bank. I want to eliminate man from the fucking equation altogether. And we see Ebony K. Williams, another fucking goofy who they pushed to the forefront. She actually went and did it. Stupid bitch says she's too good for a bus driver, but it's not too good for a sperm donor. Think of the quality of man that is going to go to a sperm bank and donate his sperm. How down bad do you gotta be to donate sperm for money? That's like donating plasma. He's a fucking loser. And that's who she got impregnated by. And that's who y'all following. Y'all are fucking dumb. Wake up. Like, I'm really tired of making excuses for niggas. And I'm damn near turning into Uncle Ruckus because I'm starting to hate you niggas.
What about the... No,
I'm damn near starting to hate you niggas because y'all falling for everything.
Listen, my powers are working. I'm converting him over. He's coming to the dark side.
Y'all really got to wake up, bro. Like, real talk.
But think about Ebony K. Williams, this dumb bitch. What about the kid? The kid grows up with no father. You as a mama and you crazy as fuck. So I know that kid about to have problems. That's where this all stems from, Viral. Selfishness.
No, that's a fact.
Black Americans are mad because we have buyer's remorse about civil rights because it wasn't everything we thought it was going to be. They let us eat in a fucking restaurant and we like, what? We still got to pay? Like, we mad. So
we gave up our restaurant to eat in theirs.
Right.
Crazy shit.
Right. And then complain. This food's nasty. Well, you gave up your shit. But the thing is, they're mad because now they want reparations, but the white man is like, listen, you made an agreement. You signed deals. Martin Luther King. Do you ever wonder why white people talk about Martin Luther King so much? Because he's the nigga who made niggas give up all the grudges we had against white people. But them grudges were very powerful because those grudges motivated us to build our own shit. Nigga be like, man, I'm working extra hard in school to prove that, so because these cracks want to keep me down. Once we lost that fire to like prove them wrong, like Frank Sinatra said, the best revenge is massive success. Once we stopped our campaign of vengeance against white people, we just lost our thunder. And now we just became complacent Negroes. And they fucked up our houses and we let them. And they fucked up our communities and we let them. So now we don't like that. So now we're angry. But let's be real. Black people can't do nothing to white folks. Asians, nobody else. Niggas can't miss work.
Yeah, but
or they ain't gonna be able to pay their rent.
Nah, but this is my thing though. It's not even about white folks. Like realistically, it's really just the elite and everybody else. I don't care if you're white, black, Mexican, Asian,
Right.
Hispanic, whatever the case. But at the end of the day, before we start trying to unify with this race and that race, we need to fix our own backyard, clean up our own backyard, unify with ourselves. Us going to war with each other does nothing but push us further down the ladder. You dumb fucking idiot. We supposed to be allies. When we come over there, we help y'all. When y'all come out here, we help y'all. We help each other. We both rise. We don't gotta agree with each other. We don't even gotta fucking like each other. But we should be building together. The war is not against some fucking immigrant across the water over here and you fucking immigrants that's on Twitter talking shit. The war ain't against us because realistically, y'all want to beat us. Y'all want to live like us, which is the reason y'all keep coming over here. Y'all love our culture. Y'all love to act like the American blacks. But then when y'all come over here and get success, y'all shit on the ones who helped y'all get success.
They love our ratchet women.
Because we were born here. Whether you agree if we started here or we came over on a boat, doesn't matter. We were born here. We stayed here, and the enemies that's here, we fought 10 toes down, stomped down to give you the motherfucking opportunities that you come from your broken hometown to get. So your black ass should be over here thanking us and trying to work with us and figure out, hey, how can we fix this back home to where we don't got to keep fleeing? We can raise our fucking kids in our hometown. We don't got to come over here.
But it's just like you, though, what you said. You said, I'm damn near ready to start hating you niggas because you making excuses. You don't think immigrants feel like that, too? You don't think when immigrants come over here, they thinking like, man, I'm going to get over there, I'm going to get it popping, I'm going to do this, do that. And then they meet black people. And then they realize niggas like making excuses. And
But he said,
so
go ahead. Now, he was saying it's a contradiction because you should have thugged it out where you was at and
Right.
made it from there. You coming here and looking down on somebody that you was the same way.
Well,
you chose
right.
to run away from what you was facing.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, but at the same time, it's like a black person living in the hood. They get a good job. They move to the white neighborhood. The white man tell you, we go against white people right now over redlining. You guys practice redlining against us. That was racist. What was redlining? Not letting niggas move out of their own communities into white ones. So for us to go against white people for making us stay in our communities and then us going against them for not staying in places where they didn't have any opportunities because of who? The white man, the 1% who's robbed their countries of resources and stuff, which kill their opportunities. White people don't need to do anything now. They got niggas being white people for them. We've turned into the enemy that we used to fight against because we're punching down on them. What I will tell you as a person who's been to Africa, you can confirm this. You go to Africa, it's nothing but love. You want to start a business? Nothing but love. I had a dude stand in a line that stretched from here to damn near Hollywood Boulevard just so I could get a permit to open a liquor store in Kenya. And because I didn't want to stand in that damn line. He said, no, my brother, I'll stand here. When we get to the front, I'll call you. I went and was having fun and shit. He called me. They just show love. They help me.
That's damn near everywhere except here.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm talking about with the programming. If you just go off of what you see online, you would think they hate your guts. Like, damn, as soon as I get off the plane in Africa, I'm gonna get shitted on. They ain't fucking with me. Or the Africans think, as soon as I come to America, them foundational black Americans, I'm gonna get shitted on. They ain't fucking with me. Realistically, we both fucking with each other. But we falling for the fucking Okie Doke of what you see online that's stirring this shit up. Because like you said, when you go to Africa, it's nothing but love. I don't know no niggas in the hood who an African came to the hood and we didn't embrace him.
Exactly.
We might have made fun of you and your accent and, oh, your hair nappy, nigga, brush your hair. But we embraced them. I never had a fucking immigrant come around in the neighborhood and we beat them up or shitted on them or whatever.
We embrace them,
niggas.
we embrace them and we lace them.
Exactly.
If they come over here, we're going to get you right.
That's a fact. So
but
stop falling for the Okie Doke, man, because that's all it is. You got to realize who owns these platforms is not us. And they control what pops up in your algorithm. Even to the point you and your girl can follow the same pages, and they already just did a study on this. And they will show different posts according to what sex you are. So if you're a female, your Twitter feed will show a bunch of males saying, oh, fuck women, fuck this, that. If you're a male, all you're gonna see is the women say, fuck this, fuck that. And that's fueling the war because that's all you see. And you start to adopt that mindset. They don't just show you organic shit. So you stupid motherfuckers, they doing the same thing to y'all. You an immigrant, all you gonna see is the few dumbass niggas out here that's falling for it. And if you out here, you gonna see the few dumbass immigrants that's falling for it. But that doesn't represent the whole.
And I'll say this too, speaking to the Tariq Nasheed thing, no immigrant took me to court. Tariq did that. No immigrant lied to the judge and said I was going to kill his family and was just going crazy in the courtroom lying on me. Tariq did that.
Tariq took you to court?
Yeah. And he lied on me. He lost, obviously. But he was telling the judge that I said I was going to kill his family. I was showing up outside of his house when he was the one showing up outside of my house and just acting crazy. But here's the thing. That guy is the one who's stoking the flames of this situation. But when he lost his chances at his revolt job, who was the one who took Black Americans and started doxing them on Twitter in real time? Because he was mad. His own FBA people, he started putting their names, their addresses, their phone numbers on X, on Twitter, in real time. And everyone's like, why are you doing that? But he was really mad because he lost his chance to get the revolt job because they did this thing called Pull Up Summer where they were pulling up doing protests over reparations. And when people found out he was connected to that, they were like, we can't hire you for this network because it's like too political, right? Whatever, allegedly. I'm going to put the allegedly on there. But I know what happened. But he's the one who does the worst to Black people. Even if you go calling on his show, you say something he doesn't like, he's calling you MFers, disparaging you and all this stuff. So what I don't understand is why people follow people who abuse them and believe their lies, saying that Africans abuse them. Africans don't move no needle in America like that. It's not enough of them, only 3 million.
This is my only thing, right? Because Tariq Nasheed, he do say a lot of shit that makes sense, but then some of his flaws, he's falling for the shit too. Because every time you jump on his Twitter, oh, this, tether that, and you're still adding fuel to the flame. You're fanning the flames. You're not trying to say, hey, y'all need to wake up. This is divide and conquer. Don't fall for it. No, you jumping right in like, oh, fuck them tethers and this and that. How is that helping us? It's not, bro. We could be stronger together than we are apart. The same way you just seen the Kendrick concert to where all them niggas came together and the whole world was like, oh, shit, them niggas a problem. If they could just stop the gang violence out there, them niggas would be a force. Because just a few different hoods we seen on stage, that shit formed together like Voltron, and people were scared of that. They don't want to fuck with that. Imagine every hood in LA came together under one flag. Fuck it, we the black flag now.
I just can't imagine.
Niggas would be spooked. Like, they'll be spooked, bro. We'll be a real force.
I don't get how, and first of all, Tariq created that shit. He didn't get in on, he created it. But what I'm saying is I can't see how a person reconciles in their mind getting on the internet, telling a Black person to hate another Black person.
Right, that don't
We've
make
been
sense.
fighting against that type of shit for years. Like, we from LA, niggas done killed each other all up in the street, did niggas dirty. You saw Boys in the Hood. Now he's sitting up trying to recreate that just in a different context with Black Americans and African immigrants. The dude is just evil, man, as far as I see it, because if you in LA, you ain't even gonna see no African unless you go to like a restaurant or something.
Right.
So what are they doing to this man? Oh, they're blocking us. The only thing an African could be doing that I could see a Black person get mad at is maybe they feel like they standing in the way of us getting closer to the white man or something like that.
All I'm gonna say is this, man. If you are involved in this FBA, Foundational Black American versus the tethers, the immigrant blacks, Black immigrants, you're an idiot. You have low IQ and you're no better than the gangbangers that y'all like to talk down on who kill each other because you're still promoting black on black. So the same way we get out here and we look for, damn, he look like me. He wearing clothes like I'm wearing. He got a hat like, oh, he got to be from somewhere. Where you from? Oh, your mom pay rent over there? Bang, fuck you, nigga. My mom pay rent over here. Y'all doing the same shit. Oh, my mom pay rent in America. Your mom had to pay from another island or another country. So fuck you. Y'all doing the same shit. You're still gang banging. You're just using your geographics. The same way we do our neighborhoods, you're using your country. So you niggas is still gang bangers.
Yeah.
Wake the fuck up, you dumb motherfuckers.
Wait till somebody get killed behind this shit. Then what you think gonna happen?
Oh,
See what I'm saying?
it's already going down that path. I'm already seeing it.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't, why do people listen to people who you know are leading you down a path that's going to lead you nowhere ultimately? But people just love laughing because everybody think it's just a joke till it's not anymore.
All right, look, let's switch gears, right? Are you up on the draft being reinstated?
Yeah. Joe Biden.
Okay, so apparently the draft has been reinstated and people are saying World War III is coming. Now, I got my own opinions on that or whatever the case, but let's just break down some of the details. Are you aware of the details?
Yeah, so
go ahead, run it down.
Basically, it's not the draft being reinstated. It's just you signing up for the draft, right? In case they do have a draft, you will be called up. So before, you had to sign up to become part of the draft. And there were different things that the government would give you, and you just had to agree to volunteer yourself for the draft in the event that one occurred.
So what happened?
One of those things was like financial aid. When you would sign up for financial aid for school, they would make you register for the selective service to receive them checks and them loans y'all niggas never paid back. But at least you had a choice. Now, because Biden is gearing up for World War III, they are making this automatic. You will automatically, your sons, when they turn 18, between the age of 18 and 26, they will be automatically registered to be called up in the event of a draft.
When is that in effect? 2025?
Yeah, like 2025.
And this is the cold part, right? Because I looked at who they said qualified. They included people with special needs. 18 to 26, people with special needs, and to the LGBT community, this is the ultimate slap in the face to y'all, because for years and years and years, they sitting here telling y'all, yeah, if you want to identify as a woman, you're a woman now. Guess what? They said if you are a trans woman, but you were born a man, your trans ass is going to be on the front line.
They probably going to sign y'all up first.
So if you cut your dick off, it don't matter. You're going to be on the front line with missing a dick. You're going to be on there with your prosthetic vagina and your prosthetic titties holding that AK on the front line. So that should just let y'all know all of that shit was made up. They just did that to fuck with y'all brain and cause more divide and conquer. Like, how do y'all keep falling for the same shit? No, I don't get it.
No, look.
Y'all keep falling for this shit.
They told us that Project 2025, what the Republicans were doing, was supposed to be the thing we were all supposed to be scared of. But now 2025 coming around, and it's the Democrats who are leading us to war. Joe Biden got us in all these different conflicts. He's agitating Russia. We got Russian ships over at Cuba. God knows what they're about to try to do over there. It just seems to me like everything they said Trump was going to do, Biden ended up doing it, and you idiots voted for it. Trump's bad, the lesser of two evils. Well, y'all accidentally voted for Darth Sidious. So y'all need to try to change course, bro. Like,
I could be tripping. You know, it's crazy, right? So we was out of town. I mean, we was out where we was at, and we had jumped in like a... They call some other shit out there, but it's like an Uber basically. But we jumped in. Some people let us get a ride with them. Long story short, they end up being from Russia, and when they asked us, we from America, they like, yeah, we finna jump out right here. Them niggas got around the block. We supposed to go to the same destination. They got out. Like, yeah, we finna get out right here. Told to the cab they could pull over. They got their ass up out of here.
I'm gonna say this.
They like, we ain't fucking with no Americans.
Trump let them niggas know, hey, we with the violence.
Trump wasn't playing with
Let's keep it peaceful. I'm gonna come fly out there, shake your hand. We gonna talk diligently, but just know if you cross that line, like what I said earlier in the show, money and violence, hey, we will inflict violence if y'all cross the line. And it was peaceful for those 4 years. Yeah. Now you stupid motherfuckers voted for this dumb motherfucker that can't even think for himself. I think he a bot. I don't even think he real at this point.
That nigga was stuck on the stage.
That nigga glitch every time he get on the goddamn TV.
Bro tried to sit in a chair that wasn't there.
Obama had to snatch Cuz off the stage.
Bro tried to sit in a chair that wasn't there, bro.
Now no one fears America because we are showing zero threat of violence. Every time you see a video of somebody in the military is a fucking gay. They running around doing gay shit with the guns. Like, we just look like a bunch of soft ass, gay ass bitches. No shot to the LGBT community. I'm just saying. All we look like, we got a big gay ass military. And ain't nobody scared of that shit. This is why we need masculinity back to the forefront. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. And as far as the draft go, when are y'all gonna wake up? I don't care if they call for World War III. Why are you sending your sons to die in a war for the same 1% that's holding you down, that created the system of oppression that we all cry about, paying taxes, this, that, and the third? They created it and they run the system, but yet y'all keep signing up to go fight for them. What? Let's do this. You got a problem with whoever is running shit in Russia, your old ass get up, your old ass get up and y'all fight to the death. Here go a gun. Here go a gun. Bitch, you get out there. You got a problem with Kim Jong-un, whatever the fuck his name is in China? Here go a gun. Here go a gun. Y'all get out there. I'm not sending my son out there. What the fuck wrong with y'all? But they ain't fighting for that.
But the whole thing is, like, just to give context to it, people got to understand something. All this Russia shit is about an agreement that the United States made with the USSR that they would not recruit any of the former Soviet states, satellite states, to NATO. So they were just like, any of these little countries that fall under y'all jurisdiction, we won't ask them to join NATO. Soon as Joe Biden got his ass in office, and this is why voting matters, he sent Kamala Harris over to Europe. She gets her ugly ass up on that stage and starts saying, Ukraine, you should keep applying to join NATO, and we want you there. She broke the agreement. And the minute she broke the agreement, Russia invaded Ukraine. Donald Trump made it very clear, Ukraine, you'll never be in NATO because we made an agreement that we never let you in NATO. That's why Russia didn't invade. So Biden and Kamala are directly responsible for this. They wanted it to happen because you guys might not know this, but the Biden family in Ukraine have been doing kickback deals for decades. Hunter Biden was sitting on the board of a company called Burisma in Ukraine, and basically it was illegal. And when they hired a special prosecutor to investigate, Joe Biden told Ukraine, we won't give you aid money unless you fire that guy who's investigating this company that my son works for. And guess what? They fired him. So this is years in the making. The Bidens have always been corrupt. All they do is get kickbacks. It's called influence peddling. And basically your son's going to go die so Joe Biden and his weapons manufacturing buddies can make billions and billions of dollars. If that's what you want to give your kids up to, cool. If you don't, you better tell your grandma to shut the fuck up. Tell your auntie, shut the fuck up, and go vote.
So what happened if they? What happened if they deny it? Do they?
They go to jail.
So it's the same shit. So what happened? That's what happened to Ali, right?
Yeah. Okay, but this one I'm gonna say.
But that was how it's racist too, because you know it's gonna be a bunch of black people getting called up, going to the front lines.
But I'm gonna say this though. They don't have enough jail cells for everybody, which is why I keep saying. It's us versus them. And they know that. This is why they spend millions and trillions of dollars to keep it in your mind that, no, it ain't y'all against us, it's y'all against each other. If everybody said, fuck y'all go fight the war yourself. Because realistically, you're fighting for their benefit. It's all about the dollars. They benefit off war. The same people telling you, hey, fight for your country. You're fighting for freedom. Here goes some guns. Guess what? They're selling guns to the people that's shooting at your ass. So them bullets that's killing your son, your daughter, the same politicians you voted for gave them the guns and the bullets to do it. Because they make money on both sides of the war. Viral. When are y'all ever going to wake up?
Viral correction. They don't say you're fighting for freedom anymore. They say you're fighting for democracy. That's the new word. You got to defend. But this is my thing. Let me ask you a question. This is real shit. Okay, we stand up against the government, refuse to go to the draft, niggas getting locked up, whatever. We could prevent all this by simply voting for Donald Trump. Ends in 24 hours.
It don't matter.
Couldn't we do that as a first step?
Even if Trump win, it's going to be his last little go.
But at least we know we won't be going to war with Russia. We won't be going to war with Ukraine. There won't be no World War II, at least for the World War III.
Russia
at least for the meantime.
But listen,
Russia wants to smoke with Biden.
I'm thinking, not for sure. I'm thinking overall. See, that's like kicking the can down the road.
But to start.
No, but I'm saying, just saying Trump is the answer is literally kicking the can down the road because he's only in office 4 years. So what happens after that 4 years and we get another Democratic president who's just like Joe Biden? We're back to square one. This is why I say the system has to change. We keep going to war for the benefits of these elites. It's not for your freedom. It's not for your country. Hey, Russia, we don't think about y'all. The only time we hear about Russia is when we turn the news on. We don't hate y'all. We don't even fucking know y'all. Only time I ever met a Russian was in the motherfucking Dominican Republic, and we was at the bar having drinks, and they asked me, why are you here? Because paradise is your home. They think our home is paradise. They think America is paradise. They're like, why is your black ass in a Dominican Republican? Right. Nigga, you come from paradise. What the fuck you doing here? They was cool as fuck. They didn't hate Americans. They didn't think about Americans. But now the news said, hey, hate Russia, hate America. Guess what? Now they got y'all all charged up.
We don't
it's
even
divide and conquer, you dumb
We don't even hate Russia, but what I'll say is this. So we could say voting for Trump is kicking the can down the road. But usually when a president leaves, there's someone who comes back and mimics that person's
why they didn't mimic his
position.
ass
They didn't
the
mimic
first
Trump,
time?
nigga.
But what I'm saying is there's usually one person who mimics that person, and then there's someone who goes in the opposite direction. If there's a politician who thinks he could get elected by imitating Trump, and they did mimic Trump, because Ron DeSantis, that's exactly what he did. He was trying to mimic Trump. Why wouldn't we just show him, if the American people show the world, we want this person who's against war. Trump is against war. Then the rest of the world says, well, maybe Americans don't feel the way dumbass Joe Biden felt because they voted for this guy. I'm just saying, I think it's a good start. It's good practice. And people should be more politically astute and start looking at what's on the table instead of saying dumb shit. Like right now, you got your people voting based on the orange man is bad. But they're voting based on that, but not checking none of the policies of the other guy. I just say vote Trump. Let's get this initial crap settled. And then we can start looking at the politics going forward or making a revolutionary change. Vote for Bernie Sanders.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying let's do something historical. People are at their breaking point. I'm seeing it on social media every fucking day. Everybody, every race. This is no longer, oh, the black people problem, people in the hood. No, people in the suburbs is feeling this shit. They online crying, grown-ass men breaking down. So everybody's at their breaking point. It's time to act. It's time for actions now. No more talk. It starts with a thought. The thought turns into talk, and the talk turns into action. We all got the thoughts, and we all talking the talk. It's time to walk the walk. Let's make a revolutionary change so the generations to come could be like, damn, 2024, man, they changed the world.
Could you imagine Vladimir Putin launching a nuke at America, and as he's launching it, They Not Like Us starts playing? That shit would be hilarious. That shit would be hilarious. I'd be crying, bro. I would be crying. Because it's like, if y'all don't realize, if we all die in nuclear fallout, all that little bullshit y'all love doing is out the window.
Nigga, your life out the window.
Look,
Don't
exactly.
Don't shit matter.
Look,
Exactly.
Let's end it on this, right? Since we had to talk about immigrants or whatever the case. I'm big on accountability. And I'm a call a spade a spade. American black people, I beg of you, specifically the women. There's some guys too, but most of the women. Please stop traveling outside the country and embarrassing us. God, please stop. Please stop going to these foreign countries and making us look like buffoons. It is embarrassing. Everywhere you go around the country, niggas is niggaing up the country. Y'all go over here. Y'all bring this ghetto ratchet shit, and then they think we all like that. Stop doing that shit. Act like you got some home training. Act like you got some intelligence to yourself. Act like you got some eloquence. Act like you're an adult. I swear to God, it's like children being on the loose. Little badass snotty-nosed kids. But these are full-blown adults, and I see it everywhere I go. I just was in Colombia. I just was in Brazil. I just was in Panama. Panama's the new hotspot. When I went to Panama in 2018, I was the only nigga out there. I went a couple weeks ago, ratchet bitches everywhere.
The lady who watched my dog is from Panama.
Ratchet bitches everywhere, and everywhere y'all go, y'all fuck it up. And then they don't even want us over there. That's another reason why this whole immigrant versus black American thing is going on. Because y'all come to their countries and y'all start doing that nigga shit like y'all in the hood and not in fucking paradise. And they like, man, fuck them Americans. How y'all feel about that? Because you did a lot of traveling too, so I know you see it. You've been in Africa, I know you see it. The Jamaican lady came out and said, I don't even want niggas.
You can't do that shit in Africa.
I don't be mad at it, but it's a place and time for everything. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends where you at. Like you said, restaurants and certain places, be cool. You know what I mean?
Embarrassing, bro.
Like, and that goes from like what you always talk about too, from reading the room. You see everybody in here chilling, cooling, you know what I mean? And you in here the only one loud and acting a fool. So that should be crazy. You do.
Now go ahead.
But for majority, like you say, you go places and they expect that. So they treat you a little different. They try to come with proper, I want to say, hospitality. Mainly everywhere you go, they show you respect, they show you love, they do everything. But as soon as you get to having them outbursts and doing all type of crazy shit, they treating everybody accordingly. And basically gonna throw you somewhere out the loop. Like if you got a good table up here, they might put you in the back there. You going back to the back of the bus days.
and it make me even more mad when you got representative of other races and they acting like they got sense and we the only one in the spot acting like we ain't got no sense. The white women over here, they sitting here quiet, reserved. Hispanic women over here, quiet, reserved. The Indians, the Asians. And then you got some ghetto ratchet 304s coming in, twerking up the spot, singing Sexy Red. Like, come on, bro. Like, y'all are representative of the culture. They're going to judge all of us off of you. Act like y'all got sense. Matter of fact, don't act like you got sense. Start having sense.
They gonna trip on the people. They gonna trip on the people that's looking at them crazy too.
Right, exactly. Then you want to cry racism. No, it's not racism. It's what is the word for hating stupid people? We got to come up with a word for that, because that's what it is. Hating dumb motherfuckers, because that's me. Whatever it is, it's me. How you feel about it, Ruckus?
Yeah, first of all, that ain't happening in Africa. So y'all gotta watch some of the videos of some of these black chicks getting slapped the fuck up. But in Africa, it's male-dominated society. So you can't even go too far, really. You know what I'm saying? So they'll check that. But ultimately, the number one currency for the black woman is attention. So wherever they go, they're on a quest to get attention at all costs. They don't care if they're going to... You saw the one black chick who was a truck driver. She went over to Dubai trying to argue and cuss out the dude at the car rental spot. They kept her ass over there.
She probably still in jail right now.
Listen, keep her over there. By the way, Dubai government, you have our permission to keep her ass over there. Y'all should have kept Brittany Griner ass over there too. Hey, if y'all get our black women and you incarcerate them, keep them. Just keep them.
I'm not going to pin this strictly on black women, because all women...
But you don't see black men acting
all
like that.
All women's currency is attention. But the only difference is our women get out here and act like they don't have no sense. It's embarrassing. I love black people. I love my black women, but please stop embarrassing us. Like I was literally on the excursion. The only excursion acting a damn fool, loud as hell. Oh my God, how long is this? Bitch, you knew it was an hour when you signed up. It said it in the rules. We're going to be gone for an hour. I'm ready to go. I don't want to see no crocodile. I'm scared of this. Oh my God, is that a tick? Like, and everybody just like.
And they feel like everything they think, they feel like they got to verbalize.
And the second you say something, they call racism.
Right there. Everything don't got to be spoken.
Bruh, should have kicked her ass out, let the crocodiles eat her big ass, because I know she was big.
Listen, shout out Dubai. People gonna say they racist, whatever. We might need to start adopting some of that shit. You get in these restaurants twerking on tables, your black ass is going to the holding tank. Like real shit.
We gotta start rules.
We gotta start putting a stop to a lot of this.
You said to the holding tank.
You know how they got the motherfucking
bro. You put you in the cooler.
Hey, you remember
downtown for 12 hours.
Hey, you remember downtown Long Beach? They used to pull a paddy wagon up on niggas. They get too wild.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it has to be some type of law and order to where adults start acting like adults. I'm sick and tired of seeing grown-ass adults acting like kids, because that's literally what it is. Like I said, you might catch a couple ignorant niggas every now and then, but for the most part, niggas be acting normal out the country. Yeah. You know, like dudes just be acting dudes, civilized, hollering at bitches. Like they don't be doing too much. It's the women, they out of fucking control with this feminist shit, letting y'all do anything. No, we need to start doing like Dubai, and we might gotta start doing like Africa. A couple bitches might gotta start getting slapped and body slammed and all type of shit until y'all learn to fucking stay in line. Now, I'm not promoting domestic violence, but I'm saying, what Sugar Free say? Hey, so I'll slap the shit out of a bitch. Sometimes a bitch got to get slapped and be in line. That's just what it is.
Hey, the whole thing is what they going to start doing. They might just start banning black people. Like, we don't want them over here. You know what I'm saying? If we act too crazy. But ultimately, you can't let a bunch of women who've been indoctrinated on Western stupefaction dictate or basically export your culture to the world, right?
That's a fact.
A lot of black women think that what they're doing is normal. They think that everyone's doing that stuff, and they don't realize that they're just victims of programming. No one's doing that shit.
I think some of them really develop the mindset is that when I'm gone, I'm basically free to do anything. Like this is fun, and now I can act how the fuck I want to act. That I'm not gonna act when I get back where I was at.
Don't they act like that at home too?
Listen,
yeah, no, they do.
When you travel, you're in someone else's home. They have their own culture. They have their own rules. You have to adapt. Don't go over there acting like you in the fucking projects.
And respect.
Act like you in paradise. When you go in their house, take your shoes off. Speak. Say hello. Don't get over there with all that rah-rah, loudmouth bullshit. Like black people. Like real talk. Let's be better. Let's do better. Let's not feed into the stereotypes, because it's hard to defend one another when we fit in the stereotype. Now, if we all are performing greatness at the highest level, stereotypes won't exist. Or we can at least defend each other. But when we say, oh no, we ain't all like that, and then they can pull up 1,000 videos of you bitches out here acting a goddamn fool in Jamaica, acting a goddamn fool in DR, every Waffle House y'all fighting, and then you go look at the white people in the Waffle House and they dancing. Like, come on, cuz, like, let's get it together, like, real shit. Black people, we are the greatest people on earth, but we're not acting like it. Let's start acting like it. Let's start displaying that. Y'all got any final words, man?
Hey, look, it's all about respect at the end of the day. And the American black woman has been totally convinced that she don't gotta respect nobody, not even herself. Like, I'm gonna call it what it is. Like, they feel like they could do whatever they want, say whatever they want. And I ain't gonna lie to you. You disrespect me, I'm gonna knock your ass out. Female or not, bro, I do the time. But you ain't about to try me, bro.
Bisexual, they go both
bro,
ways.
I'm a fire on her, bro. Like, we just gotta go back to the more like Turner days or something, because I don't even know how you could fix this. Like, either extermination, castration, or I don't know, but y'all just do better. Take virus warning.
Facts. We gonna game plan. Next episode we gonna come back with some strategies to do better, because we have to do better. The way we working now, we gonna be extinct. Right? Y'all already talking about you don't want to have babies with black men. You having babies with white men. They don't want y'all. Like, come on, because they want to keep their bloodline pure like we should. You just heard Lefty Gunplay. He don't even want his daughter to come home with a black man, and I ain't even mad at him. Keep your bloodline pure. Period. The viral way. Share, like, subscribe to the channel, man. We out of here. Bang! I mean, you're sweating this shit. Y'all gotta get it up. No, God, y'all gotta get it.
Ain't no handouts, I did it from the ground up. In the streets, thugging hardest where they found us. Got a problem, nigga, watch my troopers mount up. My bitches bang too, and you a lame though. You niggas ain't outside, yeah, we came through. You want your lights up, we put you on the shade.